Several 2020 Democratic presidential candidates are grappling with the question of reparations for slavery. Today, students at a major American university are hoping to provide an answer. Students at Georgetown University are voting on a referendum to create a fund for the descendants of 272 slaves sold by the school in 1838. The referendum would cost each student about $27 per semester. If passed, it's still subject to approval by the university's board of directors. Joining me now from Washington is Mélisande Short-Colomb. She is a founding member of Students for GU 272. She's also a sophomore at Georgetown University and a descendant of slaves sold by the school. Welcome, Mélisande. It's so great to have you with us. First off, tell us why you believe Georgetown students should approve this measure. A lot of people say, why should the students pay for this when it's the university's responsibility?
Thank you for having me, Tanya. This referendum gives Georgetown University students an opportunity to step up and be leaders amongst their peers at universities across America. We've been talking about slavery and reparations and disenfranchisement through all of the processes of being enslaved and disenfranchised and failed reconstruction. So it's time to get about the business of building a better America. And young people who are in colleges and universities are not weighed down by the bureaucracy of institutions.
So you're saying they can just get it done, right? They don't have to wait.
They seem to be able to get it done.
Mm-hmm. So there also are, some supporters of reparations who say, we applaud the efforts of these students to do this at Georgetown, but let's not lose sight of the fact that we shouldn't have a piecemeal attempt at reparations, that this is something that should be coming from the federal government on down. What would you say to that?
Oh, I agree. Mm-hmm. And I believe that begins with forensic audits of the institutions that are the bedrock of the American economic system and world economics, as a matter of fact, in Europe and America, that go back to the founding of this country, to colonial ties. America is only 240 years old. So we don't have a long arc of history that we have to examine. It's actually very brief, and we could get right to that.
Right. So, Mélisande, there are several 2020 Democratic candidates who are discussing the issue of reparations. Right. I want to play what some of them have said. Let's listen.
I support reparations. I support economically designed programs with race as a conscious part of them that balance the scales and address past ills.
I firmly support Congresswoman Jackson Lee's bill to create a commission to study reparations.
If under our Constitution that we compensate people if we take their property, why wouldn't we compensate people who were considered property and sanctioned by the state?
It's time to start the conversation. I mean, you've got to see what it's going to look like. But we've got to confront the ugly history of slavery.
And several others have generally supported reparations. One in particular, the self-help guru, Marianne Williamson, has proposed a $100 billion reparations plan. Now, what would you like to see the federal government do? Would you like to see a policy of reparations, and how do you believe it should be funded?
Well, yes, I would like to see a policy of repair, a policy of redress, and a policy of reconstruction that didn't happen at the end of the Civil War to bring us to a better place in 2019. So what we're actually doing is continuing work that was started a long time ago. And we are introducing this history to a new group of people who will have to grapple with it moving forward. I'm at Georgetown University as a bridge between the past and the future. But I think timing is everything, and this is our time.
Well, it will be interesting to see what the results of the vote are today. It appears as if students support it. That seems to be what polling is showing.
Yes, the polls seem to show that students do support this, but I want to say that oppositional voices are important as well. And we understand that people, they don't understand, and we can make it better. We can do this work together. We're some of the greatest minds in America, so I think we can figure it out if we are committed to that outcome. I hope that parents and professors and the administration of universities and Georgetown students in particular are proud of these students because they're working really, really hard to be about the business of social justice and change.
They are trying to figure out a thorny issue, and for that, they are to be commended. Mélisande Short-Colomb, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.